you are the owner of a small business, then chances are right now you are doing a lot of different things that are required to run your company. Maybe you're answering customer service emails, maybe you're posting on social media, you're writing blog posts, maybe you're shipping product out to your customers, maybe you are answering the phone or you're sending the mail. I don't know everything you're doing because different sorts of things are required in order to run different sorts of businesses, but I can bet that if you are the owner of a small business, you're doing a lot of them. But here's the thing. Chances are, between all these different things that you're currently doing, there is just one thing that is having the biggest impact on your business's profits and ultimately on your take-home pay. It's probably something that you do to generate sales. Now, in some businesses, for a lot of businesses, that thing is something that they do to generate leads. So, for example, in my business, I make YouTube videos to get my name out there into the world so more people hear about me, hear about my brand, so that I can really serve people before they ever consider buying something from my company. Other businesses have different lead generation strategies. Maybe they use Facebook ads or Pinterest marketing or Google ads, or maybe they put signs by the side of the road, or they have an ad on the radio, or they're posting regularly on Instagram, or they're publishing blogs on their website that are getting found on Google. So my question for you is, what is that thing in your business? What is the one thing that the more you do of it, the more money you make? Now, of course, you need to do all the rest of those things that you're currently doing in order to run your business if you want your business to continue to run smoothly, to continue to be able to grow, and your customers to be happy. But there's probably just one main thing that is really affecting your profits every month. Now, right now, you actually might be doing a few different things that are affecting your profits, but there's one of them that is having the biggest impact. Whatever this task is that is having the biggest effect on your profits, I call the business's prime mover because it is the primary thing that is moving your business forward. So what is the prime mover in your business? And before we move on from this topic, let me just say that the prime mover isn't always something that you're doing to generate leads. For example, if you had a shop on a busy street corner, you might have all sorts of leads. People are walking by and through your shop every single day. And so your business's prime mover might be sales conversations. The more prospective customers you engage in sales conversations, the more sales you actually make. So take a look at your business, see maybe where there's a hole in your funnel. Are there enough people coming in? Are they being converted into prospective customers? Once they're prospective customers, are they actually being sold to effectively? And then is that sale actually taking place? Figure out which part of this process seems to be your bottleneck and the thing that if you improved it would have the biggest effect on your profits. Okay, so what does this all have to do with earning more for every hour that you work in your business? Because right now it just sounds like I'm talking about making more money, but it probably also sounds like I'm talking about you working a lot more because like we already discussed, you're already doing a lot in your business. And so it's probably not very helpful for me to just say, you need to do more of X or Y or Z. So let's talk about that. Well, if we want to do more of the thing that is impacting our profits, then we'll have to figure out how to do less of some of the other things. Right now in your business, you might feel like you don't have very much money to invest in help. Maybe you're working all by yourself, or maybe you have a small team of people who are helping you, but you probably feel like you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. You only have a certain budget every month, you have to work within that budget, and so you've hired the people who you can afford, be that zero or a few more than that, and you don't feel like you could afford more people to help you out more. But once you identify that prime mover and you realize that for every additional hour you spend on that prime mover, you're going to earn X number of dollars more in profit, suddenly that opens up a bigger budget for you to be able to hire help. So for example, in my business, I realized that making YouTube videos was my business's prime mover. So then I took a look at everything else I was spending my time on, and I realized that I was spending several hours every week answering customer service emails. Now, I love answering customer service emails because I love interacting with the customers in my business, but the fact is that I could hire someone to help me do that so I don't have to spend so many hours on it and I can pay them an hourly wage. Now, I'm paying them a certain amount per hour, but with that time that I'm reclaiming, I'm able to spend on making more, better YouTube videos, which then has an exponential effect on our business's profits. For every new YouTube video that we make, we are pulling a lever that is sending more customers into the business and earning us more money. So here's how you can apply this to your business. First, like I said before, identify your prime mover. What is the one thing that the more of it you do, the more money you make? Then create a list of everything else you're doing to run your business right now. And it's probably a pretty long list. And then what I want you to do is to mark down how much time you're spending on each of these tasks. We want to start by getting off your plate the thing that is taking the most of your time aside from your prime mover. So in my case, one of the first things that I decided to outsource was editing my videos. It was taking me hours every week. It wasn't something that I needed to do, and it was really my bottleneck. Okay, this video is getting pretty long, but before we wrap it up, I can't not mention that there are several different ways to get these tasks off your plate. It's not always just about hiring someone to do them for you. In fact, there's 4 different ways that you can get them off your plate. The first one is to eliminate it. Maybe you realize that some of the things that you're doing right now really aren't necessary for you to be doing at all. They're things that you think are contributing something to your business's profit, but the fact is that if you crossed them off your to-do list and instead invested that time into that thing that is actually having the biggest impact on your business profits, you would see a lot more growth and you'd be earning more every month. So for me, for example, we were doing several different types of marketing. We were running Facebook ads. We were posting regularly on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter, and we were using Pinterest marketing. And I realized that a lot of those things weren't having much of an impact on our sales at all, or they were having 0 impact on our sales. So I decided to be pretty drastic and really cut down our social media. So now I focused almost exclusively on YouTube, with just a small amount of time each week devoted to interacting with people on Instagram, because that's an easy way to connect with people a little bit better than I can here on YouTube. Now, we still use some other marketing strategies, like we like to do joint collaborations with other brands. However, those are things that I have been able to get off my plate in a lot of different ways, which we'll talk about in just a minute here. So the first thing that maybe you can do with some of those tasks that are taking your time away from your business's prime mover is just to eliminate them. The second thing you might be able to do with them is to systematize them. Maybe right now, every time you do that task, you do it in a slightly different way, and making those decisions is taking you extra time. But instead, if you could create a smooth system so that you could be a lot more efficient about how you could do it, then you could, again, reclaim some time to spend on your prime mover. The third way that you could get something off your plate would be to automate it. So maybe there's a software out there that can do it for you. Right now, maybe you are booking appointments with your clients, and when you do it, you're going back and forth via email to find a time that works for both of you. But you probably are aware that there are some automatic scheduling softwares that you can use that let your clients book time on your calendar that you've set up with the times you're actually available. And finally, you can get some things off your plate by outsourcing them, which is what we were talking about initially, delegating tasks to other people. Now, this can be a lot easier if you've already gotten rid of, eliminated things that don't need to be done, you have systematized and automated so that the tasks you're handing off to others are as simple and efficient as they can be. Now, which task should you hand off to others? Well, it's the tasks that are taking you the most time aside from your business's prime mover. Like I said before, in my business, one of those things was video editing. It was taking me hours every week, and someone else could definitely do that for me. Okay, so coming full circle back around to the title of today's video, how can this approach help you earn more for every hour that you work in your business? Well, when you stop doing the work that isn't really contributing to your business's profits, then you're able to spend your time on the thing that will really make you more money. And that means that if you work the same amount of hours, your business will earn way more profit, and that means you'll have a much higher hourly rate that you can pay yourself. But I also want to mention that if you are earning more for every hour that you work, you might choose to work a bit less. Maybe right now you're working 40 or 50 hours to run your business, but once you rework your work, then you'll be able to cut that work down to 20, 25, 30 hours a week and maintain or even exceed the level of income that you were earning previously. And of course, this all comes down to personal preference. Maybe you want to earn a lot of money, so you continue to put in a lot of hours. You're earning more for every hour that you put in, and you're earning a lot of money. Or maybe you value flexibility and freedom and having a life, and you want to work a lot less, but make a little bit less money. But now you can do that because you're earning more for every hour that you put into your business. If you are interested in applying this approach to your own business so that you can increase your profits and perhaps decrease your hours that you're working every week, but maybe you're not entirely sure how to do everything that I just described, then I would love to have you join us for our profit planning challenge. We first ran this challenge a few months ago and it went off so well that we decided to do it again. During the free profit planning challenge, I'm going to guide you step by step through creating a profit plan for your business. A profit plan is a lot like a business plan, only it's focused on how your business makes profit and optimizing how your business makes profit. I know that sounds like it might be fairly involved, but I keep it pretty simple. The challenge is 4 days long, and every day you spend about half an hour watching a training video from me and then working on your profit plan itself. By the end of the 4 days, your profit plan will be complete and it will be ready for you to use in your business. Like I said, this challenge is completely free. There's a link down below that you can use to sign up for the profit planning challenge. And of course, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I can get you some answers. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it interesting. If you are a business owner yourself, if you have a small business, an online business, something like that, then leave me a comment down below. Tell me how your business helps customers and how you make money doing that. And also, if you know what your business's prime mover is, then I would love to hear that from you as well. So leave me a comment down below. Tell me all about your business. Okay, again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, click that red button down below if you haven't already. I make 2 new videos every week, kind of like this one, all about entrepreneurship, success, and personal development. And if you want to see more videos from me, then be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that next one. Again, thanks so much for watching. I know I always say that so many times, but I really appreciate having you here watching my videos. I hope you are getting so much out of them, and I'm excited to have you as part of this community, all working together to build our businesses and improve our lives together. Hope you're having a fantastic week, and I'll see you again next time.